Happy Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Belinda and I'm back with your Wednesday Wisdom message this week. And so listen, I was praying about what to say to you today, and God brought back to me something that happened to me early in my career. So when I was about 26, I had received my first supervisory position. So I supervised a staff of folks that were probably old enough to be my parents, some of them my grandparents. And it was like my first leadership job, right? So I remember my first day. I was on my way to work. I was playing my little hype list in the car. I don't know if anybody else has like a hype music list, but I got a hype music list. I was playing it in the car. I was talking to myself in the mirror like, yeah, you're going to be great. This is going to be an awesome day. You look amazing. You're going to be amazing. This is your day. I mean, I was just really like hyping myself up. And so when I got to my job, I remember my supervisor came in and said, okay, let me go ahead and introduce you to the team. And as soon as my boss introduced me to the team, it felt like everything stopped. When I walked in the room, it felt like everything just stopped. I could feel people literally sizing me up. I heard somebody whisper, like, is she old enough to drive? I'm their new supervisor. Somebody else said something like, oh, she's not like Nancy. So let me tell y'all, Nancy was the former supervisor that everybody loved. And she left. I don't know why she left, but she left. And so listen, all that hype that I had given myself in the car vanished. I started kind of slumping over a little bit. My posture changed. I literally walked through the day pretty much defeated. I didn't say much to anybody. It was just not a good day. So I remember that evening I was talking to my grandmother and I told her everything that had happened. And she said, well, I guess you're going to go in there and quit, right? You clearly aren't qualified. You're probably too young for this anyway. So just go ahead and quit. It's fine. And I don't know, when she said that to me, I was like, how could she say that? She's my grandmother. Like, I started feeling real upset about it. And before I knew it, I was verbalizing that to her. So first of all, if you have an old school grandma like I did, you don't talk with her, no, talk to her just any kind of way. But I had an attitude and I was like, listen, Grandma, I call her Pumpkin. Pumpkin, I may not have supervised paid people, but I supervised all these volunteers when I was doing X, Y, and Z in college. And I already have my master's degree, and I even know what they're doing already because I was doing that when I was in undergrad. And in my interview, I had told them this whole process of how I was going to make things better. And I'm just talking to her, and I had this attitude, and she sat and she listened to me. And then when I was finished, first, I was surprised that she didn't knock me out in hindsight. But when I finished, she said, maybe you should take that attitude with you to work tomorrow. And I was like, what? She said, you are qualified for this. I bet if you go in there with that attitude, things will be different. And then she went on to tell me, listen, God is with you. God has already qualified you for the position. She told me that I had everything I needed and that God had given me those things and that whatever I didn't know, whatever I didn't need, that God would provide it for me. All I had to do was pray about it and look for the signs. And so today I am telling you the same thing. I need you to look me in my right eye. That's what my grandma would say. And know this, that God has already qualified you for your position, your place, and your situation right now. All that you need, God has given to you already. He has intentionally selected you because of your faults, your flaws, your weaknesses, and your mistakes. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the call. This means that in your areas of weakness, he will be strong. Not you will be, he will be strong. When you need wisdom, you can seek it from him and he will provide it. So I just want you to be encouraged today that you can do all things through Christ as long as you remain in him. I pray right now for anyone that's feeling disqualified or unqualified, rather, feeling weak or unworthy what God is doing in your life right now, whether you've said it out loud or kept it to yourself and just tried to fake it until you make it. I am praying right now that God will meet you in that place because he chose you for this thing at this time. May you see yourself as God sees you. May his presence reside with you throughout the day. May he send you gentle reminders of who he is and why he has chosen you. And may he remind you that you are enough, that he made you this way intentionally on purpose, and that the call that he's given you, that the task that he's given you, that the position he's placed you in is not a surprise to him. He knew it before you were there. So be encouraged. Be encouraged today. Know that you are qualified, and that in the areas that you're not qualified, it's okay, because God will qualify you. And that's it. That's all I have to say for you this Wednesday. I pray that this message blesses you. And until we meet again next week, have a blessed week.